This is the one, y'all. I can feel it. I can feel it. The win is incoming. Well-rested, moisturized, hydrated, peanut butter sandwich on rye. I know, but I'm not getting 2 loaves of bread just so I got something for peanut butter sandwiches and something to put like a pastrami on. I'll just tank it, bro. I'm a different kind of beast. What am I thinking here? I'm thinking you gotta be smart early. Strength is, unfortunately, I don't think it's that goated here. Well, hear me out, okay? What if we made multiple aces and multiple eights? And then what if we made our 2 aces lucky? It's not the best Mega Arcana pack you're ever gonna see, but it is something. And I'm gonna be kind to myself. I'm gonna practice some kindness here. I don't think... Wow. What I wouldn't give, though, to just have, like, you know, a queen instead of 2 aces, 2 kings, 2 jacks. That's 124 points. There's our queen. We should really just be rolling for flushes. Let me take a look at suits here before we squander this whole thing. We may not get it on the first run, and that's totally okay. My confidence folded instantly. But on the other hand, we only need 15 points here. How about a little pair of 8s? How does that strike you? We are on the Nebula deck again, which means we only have 1 consumable spot, which is like very annoying to deal with. But life may find a way. You know what? We're starting with Runner. You know what I'm going to say already. You're probably sick of hearing it, but I like having something we can build around. And we got easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl type straight potential here. At least, oh, but then you're going to make me discard 2 cards and I'm going to be very upset with you because then Runner's going to be like borderline impossible to get to work. Although I am thrilled that we got a full house. We kind of need to go like sicko mode with the draws. Like, I don't think we're getting a straight on this. Please, just lucky card. 464. Okay. I think like we realistically can't win. Maybe like high card ace would have been the way to go there. That's all right. That's all right. That one, the vibes were off to begin with. We're not going into the mega tilt to start with here. I think we start and be clever. Go flushes early. It stings a little bit when the vibes are off. You really want to get that flush before you're just throwing a high card out there for no reason. But that's gold stake, man. I mean, we're not Malf. We're making it work the best way we can, the only way we know how. We're going to have enough money to buy 1 Joker. We skip to get a foil Joker, which means we want... Ooh, I can't afford you. We want a score-driven Joker here. I'm just going to level with you. I mean, like, I kind of like 8-ball, even though I think that 1 in 4 chance is like a recipe for disappointment. Even when the probabilities actually pay out close to 1 in 4, you find yourself being like disappointed by the outcome. But I think that the mail-in rebate is interesting, but I will admit it is not a score Joker. So I'm actually going to take this opportunity to stall a little bit. I would love some money. So even though 2 pair is not a good hand, I'm trying to get 10s so I can then discard them, and then maybe we can get a diamond flush out of this. Get enough money to buy like a better Joker from this shop, because I decided to alter my plan. Oh, I had a full house, bro. You're playing too fast. Throw this. You get a diamond, you're off to the races. There's no, oh my gosh, how could you? The full house would have saved me, don't get me wrong. Okay, we run it back. That stings, it does. It does sting. Beautiful start. Probably not quite 300 points, but like at least in the 290s. 304, shows what I know. Okay, hold. They really are trying to get me to do something with this magic 8-ball, man. You know what? Maybe it's a sign from the Almighty. Let's give it a try. It's probably not a sign from the Almighty, but if it is, you know, I want to open myself to the possibility. All we need is an 8-ball. Now that I think about it, actually 8-ball is kind of bad with this deck, right? Because we only have 1 consumable slot, but if we play like multiple 8s, then we could miss out on a trigger. But maybe that's the sort of thing, like, you worry about it when it comes to pass. Right now, it doesn't seem like that big of a deal. I think we aim for, like, a heart flush, man. And if that's not gonna happen, then, like, play a high card 8. At least... Oh, no, it's a pair, so the 8 won't even score. That's okay. My Balatro, like, recognizance has been way off. Like, I'm not seeing the board. I've talked about this before. Like, I used to play, like, it's not high-level chess, but I used to play in tournaments and stuff when I was in middle school. Some days you would go to the board, you would look at it, and you would be like, I can easily recognize the patterns that I'm seeing. I know what opening I'm in. I know, like, where I can go from here. I know what my game plan is. I know where the pieces can go. And sometimes you would just look at the board and be like, I got to put in, like, a little extra mental effort to understand what's going on here. Balatro's been in the ladder for me lately. Not necessarily in, like, it's over sort of way. I think I went from playing it... It's a bit spooky here. I went from playing it, like, 4 times a day to basically not playing it at all for 2 weeks. And I think I'm still getting myself back up to speed. Please, God, 1 tarot card. Imagine a world where a 1 in 4 chance happens 1 in 4 times. I'm happy with the ace we got either way, but, like, even though it's only ante-2, things have got to start coming together here, and obviously none of those are going to help us out too much. How about... I mean... I really hate to discard an 8. Maybe we split the difference. I mean, this is... we really want to keep aces, too. I don't know, I guess just... Bro is discarding nothing. Like, I'm trying to draw a hand that I don't understand. How about a tarot card to save the day? Okay, that's fine. It's a beautiful full house, which I'm very appreciative of. We got a long way to go still. We really need to draw, like, our best ace to have a reasonable chance, I think. But what do we need? 300 points? We did not draw a cool ace. I think that means we're sunk yet again. So we're 7 minutes in. This is going to be, like, run number 4. So it tends to be a sobering data point for sure. Real full house potential here, man. Real flush potential. There you go. I also had a king in there. So that's what I say when I'm saying I'm not seeing the board too well. Turns out the King of Hearts is also a heart. I only recently discovered that. I mean, you gotta go buffoon on this one, man. Dice could have helped us last time. I am so embarrassed of myself, man. I do like Blue Joker, honestly. Especially if we're just going to be playing a bunch of high cards for a minute. Listen, this is... I know it's going to cost us economically speaking, but I think it does give us the ability to just play, like, a bunch of high cards and, like, feel very good about our odds of surviving. Actually, you know what? We should probably dump it. Just we're winning too fast. I just feel like this is, like, the vulnerable part of a run. What do we need? Like 600 points? Okay. Where, like, with Green Joker, you want to make sure that it has the opportunity to get, like, to an appreciable level of mult, right? See, that's what... Look at the difference in score there. Pair is going to give us twice the base mult. Yeah, we're gonna have to piece together a better hand, which is really unfortunate because it means that I have to discard, but I certainly don't want to discard. So what if we just played this garbage hand, and then you gave me a diamond, which you didn't. So now, you know what? I bet 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 just gets us there. We got enough mult coming off of Green Joker. I think we got a little lucky, but actually, like, little turbulence on takeoff, but now things are looking not so bad. Now double the Joker. Things you love to see. It's not really doubling it, but it is adding polychrome. So you're kind of a mult adder and a mult multer. Now we can focus on maybe getting the economics up a little bit. Let's just save a flush just in case we need it. 192 points. I honestly think we may need it. I'm so sorry that this is the same run. I've been trying to run for like 80 videos. But it is what it is, man. Also, I got rid of my flush. This is the one, though. I promise the tyranny of Green Joker ends today, maybe. Although it's also like one of my favorite Jokers in the game, and I love it. Okay. I also love this Golden Joker. I love it enough to go spectral on this. I'm not scared. Give me enhanced aces. Enhanced aces plus green joker. What could be greater than golf with a gator, man? Now, if anything, I guess, like, you'd want to play high cards. Oh, you're forcing discards. That's spooky. Stop discarding a pair, please. Wait a minute. We might be cooked. I may have to do a discard myself. We only need 2 clubs. There's 6 clubs left. We need 2 diamonds. There's way more diamonds left. I hate to deprecate green joker, but, like, I think it's got to be done. We need to start with a higher mult, I think. We're set, boys. We're set. We're set. It was not even really close. You got to look at the positives there. I think I made the right decision to commit to the discards, although it pained me in the moment to do it. Lots of spectrals so far, that's for sure. Honestly, I'm sorry to Golden Joker, but, like, how could I resist the temptation to onk this green joker here? We got 2 polychrome green jokers that are eternal. Like, this is a gimme, man. If I lose this one, I think it's actually, like, time to retire from Balatro. Like, that's a great hand. We got 3 of a kind just sitting there, just waiting to be played. We got a full house just sitting there waiting to be played. You just give them a second, okay? Be cool with them, they'll be cool with you. Yes! I don't know if we needed the 20 mult, but I'm happy I don't have to know if we needed the 22 mult, or the 20 mults. Okay, hack, I would love to take, but it just doesn't fit with what we're trying to build right now. What are we trying to build? They're calling it the most idiot-proof run of all time. That's what we're trying to build. We have a full house just sitting there waiting to be played. 20 mult off the lucky card also hits amazingly. We do want to start buying celestial packs. I think that much is, like, not even up in the air. Huge. Because we're high card scales slowly and nothing's ever going to pass it. And we start with the telescope, obviously. But I don't want to... I mean, this is expensive, man. I guess what's nice about it is for $6, actually, we could get 2 Plutos instead of paying $12 for 2 Plutos. So I guess I could... Maybe that is a good time to buy in. And we could have sold and then bought this and then got another Pluto. But this way we got $5 left in our pocket. Hiker with only 1 scoring card doesn't seem like that interesting to me. Now that we got some chips, I mean, I think we're off to the races, man. Now, I know we were talking about it earlier, but, like, sometimes it doesn't work out like that. We need our econ to come together on Ante 4, and then I think we're off to the races. We can get chips via... Oh, I would certainly take Cartomancer. This is going to be very helpful, and I will absolutely take Hieroglyph if I get the opportunity. Even a Mega Buffoon pack is interesting, but... Okay, so, like, High Priestess, we don't really care about all that much, but... We can level... What I was going to say, by the way, we can level up our chips. 10 Jack, Queen, King, Ace, things you love to see. We can level up our chips through getting Celestial packs, which will always have high card in them unless we screw something up. We can level up our mult just by playing high cards, and then we can improve the quality of our deck. We don't even need to play this straight. We'll improve the quality of our deck using the cards from Cartomancer. 1 more for Hieroglyph. We're absolutely going to buy it. I know it costs us like 1 hand per round, but it's worth it, I think. Now, note to self, we're pot committed to diamonds. I don't really see us playing like flush houses or something like that, but if we are, diamonds will be the way. The greatest thing is when you already know you have a winning hand and you can just play stuff to gas up the green joker, man. Like, look at this. Look at this. A beautiful opportunity for Hieroglyph. Now, with Hieroglyph, you got to be very careful. We must acknowledge that we now only have 3 hands instead of 4. And we still got to get to 12,000. World card? What is wrong with you, man? Ridiculous. 4,581. Things you love to see. Why are you mad? Well, I'm mad because I'm sick of getting these tarot cards that just change the suit of our cards, bro. Like, we got bigger ambitions than that. Okay. You're given 30 mult, you're given 30 mult. Those are both beautiful. Pardon me. Truth be told, I also think Hierophant, great for getting some chips in here. You may think that I'm a dreamer. I'm here to tell you that I'm not the only one, okay? There's dozens of us. I'm thinking that we could also possibly, and I agree in general practice, skipping is bad, both in school and in Balatro, or tends not to be as good as like going through the motions and getting the rewards that you can get, especially if you've got something that generates, you know, a card for you every time. Which is why I shouldn't have bought a card in the shop, man. But another spectral that copies a green Joker, because they're eternal, they can't be broken. Imagine we didn't get it. I'd love more enhanced cards in the deck, though. Those play well with green Joker. Hierophant, beautiful. Thank you so much. Let me just see what playing one of these chipped up cards would look like. 8,000. I think it's something you'd love to see. 9,000. We could play anything. Try the lucky card then. 20 bucks could change our lives. Okay, how we doing? I mean, we have 72 flat mults. So I feel like, brother, take me back one more time. I feel like Local Thunk is doing everything in his power to take us to Graceland on this one. And I'm loving every minute of it, Jerry. That's going to be too good. I hate that it paid out with the mult. No, I don't hate that it paid out with the mults. I kind of hate that the second one did, but that's okay. I mean, like, we have so much flat mults. If we could get a Joker, and we probably skipped several, don't get me wrong. Sheesh. 46 bucks, the econ sorted immediately. Cartomancer, as much as I've been annoyed by it, actually is helping us out a great deal. Like, we've gotten a lot of bonus cards out of it, which has alleviated our need for a chip Joker. But like one chip Joker, and we could go to outer space, man. We got 2 multers, we got 2 mult generators. You're a chip Joker. It's funny, this is where like I immediately start walking it back, even though I came up with what I thought was like a foolproof plan. But I'm like, I don't want to win too fast. My Jokers won't get as good as they could possibly be. Honestly, money's obviously great, but let's commit to score a little bit, okay? I'm actually gonna buy it. $3 a round is a heavy price, but heavy is the head that wears the crown, my dudes. Let's try playing a non-chipped up card and see where we stand. 23,000 points. Okay, so it's inevitable. As soon as you start adding something else that helps out your scoring, you run the risk of like slowing down the rate of change of Green Joker. But Green Joker, like, I think we're at the point where it needs some help. Like, it can't win a championship just on its own here, okay? We got McDavid, we got Draisaitl. We need to get a little bit of a supporting cast going here. So I'm not going to sweat losing a little, like, mult potential off the top. Plus, getting, like, 4 mult times 1.5 times 1.5. Like, that's... I guess it's 2 times 1.5 plus 2 times 1.5. Well, I don't know. I'm too lazy to walk through the expression, but the point is it's good, okay? Adding tower cards will help. Are you with me, by the way? Like, or am I still suffering from naivete? Because my 2 cents on this run is that even with just like, ignoring Cartomancer, even with just our 3 Jokers that generate score, this run feels extremely unlosable. Like, I'm literally not paying attention in the slightest to the cards that I play. We have to... This has to be the one where we shrug off the yoke and break the curse, right? Like, it has to be. Nothing else makes sense. Double planets? I'm happy where we stand, I think. I'm happy where we stand. Trying to get 20 bucks out of a lucky card. I guess it's not even like that relevant, but like I'm trying to think of what annoys us. Because does anything kill us? I don't think for a while. Like the wall might kill us, I guess. Admittedly, like half Joker at well, then I was thinking like 20 molt being added and then molted and molted is great. And I think there's some truth to that. But then I'm like, why do I care about adding 20 molt when I got 96 molt? Like how much could this possibly affect our score? It will affect it in the right direction, but the thing is we don't really need it to be affected in the right direction. You could almost you could almost say that like it being affected in the right direction is bad for us until it's what saves us. But I appreciate the 20 bucks, okay? So you'll make lucky cards better, and you know what? You'll also make wheels better. Just that it's the perfect Joker to add when you don't know what else to do, I guess. And we're molting. I think we don't need bonus chips so much anymore. We could cut non-good cards. Like, we have a lot of enhanced cards at this. Well, we have a few enhanced cards. I still think I'd rather... Empress starts to fall off when you get later in the game. Let's make it more likely to draw good cards and stones. And then I guess we will take an Empress here now that I think about it. Okay. We could spend some money. We could roll. That's a joke. That's a sick joke. That's a twisted joke. On the that's the jokiest joke of them all, brother. So there's two Jokers that are obviously like on the way out. At this point, blue Joker's doing good work for us, and I would never send it away unless we get a demonstrably substantially better option, like maybe Stuntman. Cartomancer and Oops All Sixes can both go, but I also think they could provide us with a certain utility, okay? Like a couple of wheels pop off and all of a sudden we're not... I think I would. Well, what do you give? 30 chips versus 50 chips? Okay, death it. Because you can play multiple stones in one high card too. Another death card. I think I'd probably Hermit this one though. It also, of course, makes lucky cards better, which in a weird way might make our deck worse, but should have bought that earlier, obviously, but okay, funny joke. Now, important questions here. Can we get to 220,000 points? Yes. But we're getting to the point. I think one of these Jokers needs to be replaced with a Joker that generates some score. Interesting. This banana. This banana's got me thinking. I think you can become a stone. I'm just hoping to get a wheel, man, because that's like the whole reason I bought Oops All Sixes. Cut 2 non-special cards. Like if we get Cavendish, that would go crazy. Hang on, they're in the wrong order. Still got it. And you know what? If I sold Cartomancer, it's twice as likely to die, which is actually good for us. Because if it could die faster, then we stand a better chance of Cavendish showing up before Ante-8. I just hope I'm not making a grievous error. $20 and 20 mults. That's beautiful. But like you can see, we're pretty close to Oblivion. Like that was not 220,000 points, and we need 220,000 points. Now, we should still get to 220,000. We don't have to play like lucky cards that carry a risk of not paying out. Although now that I think about it, both of them paid out. So like, I'm actually like maybe a little bit more spooked than you might expect. Death card adding a second stone into a high card would kind of go crazy. Don't play the pair. Holy cow, that would have been a disaster. Glass is more likely to break, but so be it. I'm gonna lose. I can't believe it. And I have to play like a pair here. What? I don't want to play a pair. You have to discard. You have to discard. Because you need the king to score. I would also, like, kill to get a, like a stone that I could duplicate and then throw it into a high card. Because, like, okay, hang on. It's a high card with 2 stones attached. I know you could throw lucky here. I genuinely don't think we need it. Y'all, it's... Please, it's getting kind of hazy. We don't, I mean, foil is nice, though. Listen, let's not F around, okay? You almost got my video demonetized, you piece. Let's not F around. We should probably take Fibonacci over something that generates essentially no score. Mostly because it also has 50 chips alongside it. Now, I know you're going to say, well, like 8 molt, then times 1.5 times 1. Yeah, that's like, I don't know, 20 molt. We're not really sweating it, okay? So I think it might even be 18 molt. So, like, it's really the chips, but I would love to just get something even better. Times 3 molt on final hand of round. Just being straight up with you, this is basically what I'm asking Cavendish to do. So I think I have to give it a try. And I'll just be 100% straight up with you, even though it kills my soul. I think we just lost because I don't think that we have a way to get over 1.2 million points. But you know what? We'll worry about that when it comes, okay? Right now, let's just focus, get over 200,000. That shouldn't be a problem. Acrobat is helping out, but obviously we need like a lot more. Because this is not going to do it. I don't think ice cream's going to do it. Ice cream's also going to melt a lot by the time we get to the boss. For me personally, I don't think it's the right way out. I don't know if holding Fibonacci is the right way out either, though. Local Thunk. Local Thunk, I think you've done it again. You madman. I think you've put me in a very untenable situation here. Like, how am I going to create 1.2 million points out of essentially 300,000. 500,000. I basically need to get another 2x without taking anything off of my score. I just genuinely have no idea. I have no clue. None of this seems to help me that much. I will say I'm going to immolate even, I was going to say regardless of the fact that it might destroy some good cards. And the reasoning for that is I think I need the money to roll for a miracle. And as long as if we're talking Miracle Ball, I do think that stones are worth a lot. Steel might be worth something. I mean, that raises our score by 1.5 if we draw it immediately. We could have gone for a judgment, but it's so risky. Splash. Splash is interesting because, like, we could play multiple enhanced cards. I mean, to be honest with you, I think given how much of the deck is enhanced, it probably, I mean, we can't get rid of this. This is like 130 chips, so that's very difficult to get rid of. Oh, I made it worse because of Immolate, which sucks, but we needed the money regardless. I think it potentially clears Fibonacci, which has like a more static gain instead of yeah, it's not gonna get us there. Instead of Splash, which I think can have like a broader peak. Now, actually, with God as my witness, I think we can make Blackboard work, and it's negative. So I'm just walking like myself through it. We need to keep only spades and clubs in our hand whenever possible. Unfortunately, that's going to mean that like you count as a pair. So I gotta dump you, hold the rest. I hate to lose the mult, but like play it. Keep the stone or the 2 of spades to hopefully drop it on acrobat, because we need to get rid of 2 stones in order to make sure that that blackboard triggers. This is a little crazy, but I'm telling you, if anything could do it, this weird splash and blackboard play might actually be able to do it. So that's 200,000. That's pretty good, man. And then we need to gear up for the last hand. So I actually feel like just throw some dookie, but not so much dookie that, you know, you're going to draw red cards that you can't play the black cards you want to play. So this hand is probably going to be detritus. I'll live with that, because I think it all depends on the next hand. So don't forget about your glass. So we already have 4 enhanced cards, but we would rather play glass than lucky, I think. So you have to play, you have to play, you have to play, you have to play. And then the last one is like, do you want just 4 mults, or do you want a 1 in 5 chance at 20 mult? It's an impossible decision, man! Never tell me the odds. Please, please. Okay, it didn't trigger. That's all right, we don't need it. Oh! Oh, man, really? But you gotta, like, and at least this is the way I'm coping right now. It seemed impossible for us to get to 1.2 million. We held on to hope. We found our Apollo 13 way, and maybe we missed the 1 in 5, and that would have saved us. Or maybe the extra 4 mults percolated out through everything would have saved us. But I think that's actually an encouraging result. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. And of course, I'll see you next time. See ya!